Good evening all, here we are back in the saddle for another trip. This one should be a good one because it's a couple of tracks, though I've been to before, I haven't been to with this team before, or vlogged them. So stay tuned. We're just heading down to Portsmouth to catch tonight's boat across to Cairn, which we've done many times, but I'll show you what I can. I won't tell you just yet where the tracks are, but I can assure you they are long distance and interesting. So catch you in a bit. Okay, that's us checked on sort of electronically. So I'm having to go a bit steady because the suspension's up on this trailer. It's the first time I've pulled it and it's proper wobbly. But I've lifted it to avoid grounding out on the ramps here. So just bear with us. Morning, here we are in Cairn, Estoril. Had a good crossing, decent bit of grub on there last night, beautiful chicken and potatoes and a bit of veg. We arrived here with a custom status of orange, which it normally will do because I'm running on a carnet. And as you pull up to the box, just over there by those signs, you can see they take the carnet off you and then send you to this parking area to park up. And typical, here I am wanting to push on, but I need another sort of 35 minutes to finish my break anyway, and he takes the carnet off me and stamps it straight away. So had I been able to go, I could have gone straight away, but that's not the case. So I've just finished my break now and we're ready to push on. We're going to try and get to Castellets for the evening. Good parking and nice food, so anything crops up I'll show you along the way. We're about 60 miles from the start of Bordeaux, and as you can see, the traffic coming out the other way is much busier. It's got a lot busier coming this way as well, same way as me. So I'm hoping that the other side of Bordeaux going out is not going to be as busy as this side coming out. These will all be heading back inland Paris way. But there was a bump earlier on, only 3 cars, but the queue must have been about 12 or 15 miles. Absolutely solid traffic, so if I hit anything like that, I've only got sort of half an hour in the bank on a 10-hour day to get to Castellets where I want to be. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody please, and yeah, hopefully we'll get there okay. Well, unfortunately, what I was afraid of happening is actually going on. It's 3:45 UK, so it's 4:45 French time, Friday afternoon, and we're just coming into Bordeaux. Traffic just sort of slowed down a bit there, but it started moving again. Hopefully it'll keep going. We'll see how we go. We're doing all right for time, really. As long as there's nothing serious, we'll be okay. After hovering around sort of 19-20 degrees all day, it's and being sort of overcast, it's still a bit cloudy, but temperature's gone up. It's 27 degrees now, so from almost chilly to blazing sun. We haven't done too bad getting around Bordeaux, as you can see, we're still in a bit of traffic, but we're on the far side now, just leading up onto the Forest Road. I've got 3.5 hours on the clock, so I've got an hour left, so I'll be able to get somewhere on the Forest Road, hopefully where I can keep an eye on it, because rather than setting off into traffic, you might as well wait for it to clear a bit, if you get my drift. So I'll get somewhere parked up and get me 3/4 of an hour in, and then I can do my last shift to make it into a 10-hour drive, but that'll certainly, or should, get me to where I want to be in Castells. But like I say, I'm going to park somewhere so I can see the Forest Road, because if it is chock-a-block, I might as well just sit where I am until it starts running smoother. So we made it a lot further than I anticipated. The road was clear, so I've just kept going. So much so I've got 4:22 on the clock, and I'm coming off at this one, which is 1 kilometre now to this air, and I'll just stop and get the 45 in, and that'll leave me 30 miles to go to Castells, which is perfect. So that's worked out quite nicely. It says there's spaces here, so hopefully we'll be all right. We'll find out in a couple of moments. We'll be there in 300 metres. Morning, we've done our daily checks, we've had 13 hours rest, and we've left Castells 20 minutes ago. Just gone through the péage 10-15 minutes back, and we're on our way. It's 7:10 UK time, 6:10 European, and it's currently 20 degrees. So I've got shorts and t-shirt on. I've got my milk bottle white legs out. Luckily nobody can see them. So far so good. Lovely smooth roads these. Great to drive on. Fairly quiet going my way, and a little bit busier coming the opposite way. So let's see what today brings. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep tuned. We followed the coast across the top, past Biarritz and San Sebastian, and turned south now, heading into Spain, before dropping down, hopefully to the Portuguese border tonight. I've been recommended an area that has restaurants and parking and all the rest of it. It's probably, well, I'll do it in a 10. It's probably just over a 9-hour drive on a good day. So hopefully, yeah, get there tonight, get parked up, and then have an easy day tomorrow. I am going to be there till well late in the afternoon, but I might as well just keep punching on today. I've set out in good time, so I'm going to stop in a bit for a rest break because I'm rusting. Probably get 1/4 hour in, might have a coffee, and then move on. I've done just over, well, minutes over 2 hours now. So yeah, so far so good. This is all new route for this truck. This work I'm doing with this team, because we'd normally turn off and head down to Navarra or Aragon, Alcanes. But this has taken us further across the northern coast of Spain before, as I say, before we drop down or head south. So it's all interesting. Quick coffee stop just south of Vitoria. Just popped in for a coffee and had a 15-minute break, and we're gonna crack on again, heading south. nice so far. Its temperature's gone up. It dropped to 19 when we were going up the mountains. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. It was like 21 degrees, and then that was an hour ago. And then we went up over the mountains and dropped down the other side. But it got down to 19 at the top, and it's back up now. It's 23 degrees now. 11:15 Spanish time, 10:15 UK time. So yeah, we're going to crack on, as I say, and I've got 3 hours on the clock, so I'll do another hour and a half. I've got enough fuel, probably a couple of hours worth of fuel, so that'll do just nicely. I'll tank it up then on Spanish prices. Good do. Scenery around here. Look, train track cutting through the mountains there, and we're obviously cutting through as well. But I bet that train journey's pretty good. I don't know if you'll see it again. Side, and there were a car transporter overtaking us. Oh man, heck, he was proper rattling on. Anyway, we didn't see him crash the box. We must have made it. Lovely there. Wow, spectacular views. This Merc's pulling well too. I don't know if the trailer's lighter. If it is, it won't be by a lot, but blooming heck, it isn't half pulling better. He has been in for service on the garage or something. So, unless they've done something that I'm unaware of. We're just skirting the south side of Burgos. I don't know whether you can see it over there. I think that's it said there's a cathedral. So, I guess that's it over there. There you go, just at the back of that that brick building that's looks like it's ready to be demolished. There's the motorway on the left-hand side there, but unfortunately, in our direction, heading south, it's shut. So they've diverted us onto the old national road, which runs alongside it for, well, it says 10 miles until my next instruction. So when I looked on sat-nav, it was rejoining the motorway further down. They're doing some roadworks on it. So if there's anything interesting on here, I'll show you. But as I say, this is the old national road. Look at that, some view there. Road's in a bit of disrepair. It's not too bad though. It's not massively potholed or anything. Here we are then. I'm literally right on the Portuguese border. I don't know if you can see the sign over there. Try and zoom in. There's the sign. But yeah, I'm right on the border, on the old TIR park, and the big building at the back there, back of this MRTI guy, that is the actual old border post where you would cross through. Spain is the other side of it that you can't see. Portugal is this side that you can see. So, oh dear. Yeah, we're just off the motorway. You can barely see it just in the background. It's just the other side of them trucks and trees, really. So only 5 minutes. We'll be back on that in the morning and away. And it's 235 miles to my destination. So on a good run, I'll do it in 4.5. But there's no rush to get there, so I'm going to have a leisurely get up in the morning and probably do a couple of hours, stop for a coffee, and then do the rest by the time the guys get there, because we can't get into the circuit till 6 o'clock tomorrow night. This place is like the surface of the moon, though. They've obviously not bothered repairing the concrete since the border's gone, so I had to come really steady getting in. But apparently there's a restaurant bar at the back of them trucks there that has got some good reviews, so we'll go and get a bit of grub there tonight, and then kick off in the morning. Another day done, into another country, Portugal. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I've just recently started on TikTok as well. As there's not much on there, particularly not much truck relating, but I'll try and build it up. So if you'd like to subscribe on that as well, it's the Breeze 7. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously YouTube. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but it really does help the channel. Thanks very much. And this place has been recommended to me by a young lady called Sherralins Ballard. I'll put a link to her YouTube channel. She does a lot of, seems to do a lot of Spain, but I just asked her if she knew anywhere sort of over this way on the border, and she suggested this. And in fairness, it's absolutely bang on. It was just, let's have a look, I'll tell you, it was 8 hours, 16 minutes drive from Castells, nice and steady. I could do a 10 today and get another 100 mile in, but I'm going to end up, it's 5:30 now, so that'd be, I need a break. So 5:30, that's 6:15. I'd end up getting somewhere at 8:15 at night. So I might as well just stop now. I'm going to watch a bit of telly for an hour and then move on to food and a couple of beers. Plenty of time, so yeah, we'll kick off in the morning. But thanks, Sherralins. I'll put a link in the description below to her channel. Please obviously subscribe to that as well. Cheers. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We had a nice dinner in Villa Formosa. Was it Villa Formosa? Yeah, last night. Meal and bread and butter and all the rest of it. Bit of wine. I think it was only about €16, something like that. Yeah, back to the truck. Finished off a DVD that I'd started. And we had a good night's kip. Slightly colder this morning. 13 degrees, it's risen to 15 now. We've done the daily checks and we've set off about 30 minutes ago. Just thought I'd show you a bit of scenery around here. Beautiful. 205 miles to go to our destination. I'll keep you up to date with things as they happen. Just get through this tunnel and hopefully we'll get a nice vista the other side. Check me out. Here we go. Is there anything? Pretty much what you've already seen. Anyway, I'll show you anything that's interesting on the way. There's some epic hills around here. Taking it out on the Merc, we've been down to 29 mile an hour, I think it was, at the last, not the last one, the one before that, but it was a long, steep drag in fairness. But she keeps plodding on, fair play, pulling well. We're just over 2 hours into this morning's journey, and I pulled it in at a little filling station 10 minutes ago, but all the spaces were taken up. There was only about half a dozen, to be fair, and I was just going to stop for a coffee, but it says there's another one in probably about 10 miles now, so I'll pull in that one and if needs be park on the pump. There's not many people using the pumps on a Sunday, and I don't really need a break yet, so if somebody does turn up I can always move it. don't normally take my brakes on the pump. In fact, I never take my brakes on a pump, apart from when it's obviously the best thing to do. Problem is, if you pull into these places and get right up here where I am now, look, just so you can see, there was 3 or 4 pumps available, and I could have moved, but yeah, you come up here, look, and there's no spaces available, so you're stuffed, and there's nowhere to park and take your break. So I thought, seeing as how there was plenty of room on the pumps, I'd just leave it there, which is what I did. Anyway, I had a lovely coffee and a Portuguese croissant, which is slightly different to the French ones in that they don't make them with that flaky pastry. They make them with like a butter brioche, so it's really, really sweet. I had a chocolate one as well, so you can imagine the sweetness of it. But that's 45 cleared. 100 miles, just over 100 miles off my destination. So 2.5 hours should do it quite easily, and I've got a clear card from now, so all good. Just get back on the motorway and carry on. Well, we're pushing on into Portugal nicely. I just thought I'd show you that bridge. Fairly epic looking structure. 33 miles to go to destination, so we'll be there long before the team because they've had a delayed takeoff from Gatwick, but we'd plenty of time built in anyway, so it's not a problem. Hopefully we'll be able to get into the pit box, even though we're not allowed in officially until 6 p.m. If there's nobody testing or track days or anything going on today, sometimes you can sort of back up to the box and get ready, which I will do, and then I just wait for the guys to turn up. Well, we've reached our destination. Red flag for them boys. Hope everybody's okay. We've reached our destination, as I say. We're at the Circuito Estoril. Unfortunately, the plane bringing the team in has been badly delayed, so they're not going to get here till well late. I'm not going to wash the truck on my own. To be fair, it was blowing a gale. It's not as bad now, but it's just too hot, and it dries. Well, the water streaks down the side, and you can't clear it quick enough, so it just leaves streaks down it. So we'll be here early in the morning or later on tonight, depending on what the guy's doing. I generally find some time when it's cooler, and I can wash it off then. But I need to get one of them squeegees anyway. But yeah, that's probably all you're going to see now because of privacy requests from teams and this, that and the other. So I'm going to call that it. Thanks very much for watching. Do follow on because I'll be going from here. I'm heading across to another track, which I'll show you the journey. But I've got, I can't remember how many it is, about 4 or 5 days off. So I'll be hopefully doing a bit of personal stuff. I've got a couple of bits that I should be able to show you. If you're not subscribed, please do. It really does help the channel. Thanks again, and catch you soon. Take care.